Hello and welcome to Inspire and Gather, the monthly cozy show where I give you inspiration on ways to gather with your loved ones in a very fun, unique, and creative way. I am Kim, and in this episode I'll be giving you everything that you might need to plan the perfect summer get-together. So if that sounds interesting to you, then go ahead and grab yourself a drink and let's chat. This is such a good wine. I'm usually not a red wine drinker, but this particular one is really sweet and very affordable, which I love. So I recommend this one if you've never tried it before. So this is the second episode of Inspire and Gather. If you haven't already seen the first episode, I did a Mamma Mia themed get together, which I actually did host in real life. I did a beach picnic, and I want to give you guys a little summary of what happened and tips that I learned from that. So if that sounds interesting to you, then go ahead and stick around. But if not, I'll leave a timestamp so then you can just go to this month's theme. Everything that I linked in the last video turned out pretty well. I wouldn't say that anything came broken or ruined. Maybe the forks and knives came, like, some of them damaged, but everything else was good. The only thing that I didn't realize was that the chargers were so big in relation to the plates that I ordered. So it was just like a comedic, like, small plate and a huge charger. So that's something to know if you're gonna go for those links. But as for the day of, let me set the scene for you. So I had ordered food, so that was good to go, but I decided to make the salad in the morning of, and then my sister went ahead and she made some drinks for the event, which was really nice of her. But then I decided to, instead of buying flowers, go around and sneak around the neighborhood like a little Grinch and steal some bougainvillea from my neighbors. So thankfully I did not get caught. And after that, I got in my getaway car, aka my sister's car, and we went straight to the beach. I'm glad that I did arrive like an hour before, but I would even say if you plan to do a setup like at outside of your home, like let's say the park or the beach, then go ahead and plan like an hour or so for setup time, because it did take me even a little over an hour. Like, I was still setting up the flowers, like the last finishing touches when the guests arrived. So that's something to note as well. But all in all, the night went really well. It was so much fun. So we started off by just putting out the appetizers. We had carrots and hummus as the appetizers. And I did find a hack last month that I really loved and I want to share with you guys. It's to put like 2 serving trays, and if you want to have levels, let's say you don't have that big of a table or you just want to give some visual intrigue to your tablescape, then flip a pot upside down so that way you can put 2 serving dishes. And that's what we did, and it turned out really well. It was a space saver, and it was, like, in my opinion, really nice as well to look at. And after dinner, I went ahead and I laid out the activity for the night, which was hairbrush painting. So everyone got to decorate their own little miniature travel hairbrush, which everyone was telling me they really enjoyed, so I'm just gonna have to take their word for it. But I personally did really enjoy it as well, and I've actually been using that hairbrush ever since, which I try to do whenever I plan an event and have like party favors or an activity. I always try to do something that's usable again versus something that somebody will just eventually throw away. And then it actually worked out perfectly. So as the paint was drying, it was sunset time, and there was a person writing hearts in the sky. So we got to take these beautiful sunset photos with these hearts in the sky, and we were just dancing to Mamma Mia songs, and it was honestly so much fun. It was just such a beautiful memory, and that's the reason that I really want to do this show, is because so many of my best memories have been from gathering with my loved ones and just doing random events that are like unique and fun and just for fun. But yeah, after we took pictures, we came back to our table to finish painting our hairbrushes, and that's when I went ahead and served the dessert, which was this lemon cup sorbet, which I bought the sorbet. I did not make the sorbet. So that's a tip for you as well. And I got this idea from my new friend on Instagram. I love making friends on Instagram or all my social media. So if you haven't already followed me at Inspire and Gather, go ahead and do that. There you can see all of the visuals, and on TikTok I post behind the scenes. Like I did a fun little video for the Mamma Mia theme. So that was really fun to make as well. And then on Instagram I post graphics. So it's good fun. Another quick tip, I know this has already been so long. Let me know if you prefer shorter videos or you like these like more chatty long videos. But yeah, so after we served the ice cream, I just wish I had dry ice because I just had regular ice, and that this ice cream did not survive. Like it was just hanging on by a thread. It was just still barely passable as ice cream. It was like already liquid at this point. So dry ice if you want to serve ice cream at like the beach or the park or something. Other than that, that was the night and I loved it so much. So if you guys go ahead and host that theme, tag me, let me know. I'd love to see your results. Okay, so now it's time for this month's theme, which is Art in August. And essentially it's just a play on the paint and sip. I just gave it a more fun name, but hence why I brought out the red wine today. So I chose this month's idea because I've been really wanting to go to a museum. Like I haven't been to a museum in so long, and I thought, why not make it a gathering? Why not ask my friends to go to a museum and we'll make it a thing? Like we'll go grab a coffee, or we'll go and just bring some journals and just paint one of the paintings and just, you know, have a good time. And that's when I had the idea that why not make this a dinner party style? Like if I were to host, even though unfortunately I'm gonna be traveling this month, so I won't have time to plan an event, but for you guys, oh my gosh, I would love to host this. So please let me know if you host this. But here is how I would host Art in August or a paint and sip party. First off, let's talk decor. I am seeing summer, but I'm also seeing like gallery themes, which is this like dark academia. So therefore I decided to make it kind of like this color scheme going on here with these like rich browns, but also red. I feel is kind of like a summer color, and also like a romantic gallery color, and yellows and browns as well. Now that we have the color palette to work with, we can start building our foundation. So I have this cream table linen, and that's just the beginning because I got inspired by these tablescapes that I've been seeing, that they have like layered linen. So they have the base white linen, but then to make it this really like romantic feel, they add like different textures on top. So like this image here. Now let's add some tableware. I went ahead and added these gold rim plates with gold accent silverware because of the yellow and the red. I feel like gold is just a very good pairing with red. I think they look so elegant together. Speaking of red, I think it'd be a great idea to start off the night with an already served glass of red wine, and therefore adding these red napkins will really just tie it all in together. Therefore, we can go ahead and add the decor. I think one nice centerpiece that I'll bring up later is a good idea, but also I just love this. I'm going very romantic here. So with this theme in mind, I like the idea of tapered candles, and you can get like some cream ones and some red ones to really match the theme. And now that we have all this color from the flowers, I think it would be a great idea to just add some menus for that more elevated feel. And then last but not least, I'm thinking of when people walk in, what are they gonna see? So I had the idea to, because like I said before, I like to reuse things. How can this item have multiple purposes or can be used another time and not just be thrown away? In my mind, mini charcuterie boards that can be used as charcuterie boards for the beginning of the night, but once they're done, they can be flipped over and be used as everyone's paint palette at the end of the night. That leads me into the activities of the night, which I have 3 fun ideas for. So the first one is the one that you saw here, which is everyone just paints the centerpiece. So that's why I said it would be nice to just have one main centerpiece so everyone can get like a different perspective, and at the end it's just this same item with a different perspective, I think it would be really cool. But the second idea is to bring a paint by numbers. So this makes people feel a lot more comfortable. Let's say they don't really have the artistic skill, then they could just, you know, happily color in some bubbles. The last idea is actually also a game as well. So everybody starts with their own painting. Everyone does whatever they want for 5 minutes. They can draw some lines, they can draw some circles, and then after that 5 minutes is up, they pass their painting on to the next person. Everyone passes it to the right, and then that person then takes their idea and does whatever they want with it. They can add whatever idea that comes to their mind. So by the end of the night, when the final person gets their painting again, it just looks completely different than whatever concept they had started with. And I think this is just really fun and a great way to maybe get some laughs. I've done this before and it ends up always being super silly at the end. But next up, if you do plan on making this a dinner party and not just an activity-based get-together, then I think an Italian meal would really pair nicely with this red wine. So I'm thinking a bolognese, and then for dessert you can do a tiramisu, or since it is the end of a summer party, a nice affogato would be delicious. I want one right now just saying it. Last but not least, to end off this month's theme, I want to give you guys inspiration for outfits. So let's say you guys decide to do a more casual, laid back thing. I'm looking at this like green sweater with like accents of red, or you know, I'm thinking that casual painter's vibe with that like button down shirt but it's loose, and some like jeans that have paints and rips on them, very casual. And if you plan to do that like more elegant art gala theme, that would also be really nice as well. And therefore you can wear some like black ruffles, or you know, this silk. I'm thinking silk and chiffon and these like nice flowy elegant styles. But if you're the host, I feel like you should go for red. That is, you know, the standout color. So thank you so much for watching. I will be putting all of these images on my blog and social media, so if you want to reference them again, they're there for you. And I also went ahead and made a list of all of the reasons to gather in the month of August. I made a graphic on Instagram and it just lists all of the special holidays like baseball appreciation, book lover day, and it's also National Beach Day. So go ahead and take advantage of that and host your Mamma Mia beach party. If you like this video, go ahead and leave a like, and if you want to see more videos like this, please do subscribe. And if you have any other ideas on gatherings, then go ahead and comment below, because I'd love to get inspiration as well. But thank you so much for watching, and happy gathering.